Okay, you can go for it, Pierre.
You see my screen? Okay, great. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the monthly of UI Suite. So I hope you will enjoy. We will try to do it in half an hour, maybe a bit more. It will depend on the demo and the subject. There is cool demo today, so maybe it will be a long one, but anyway, we will enjoy it. So UI Suite, for the newcomers, we are a community of Drupalers. We are dedicated in implementing design system in Drupal. And we work at two levels. First, we are prototyping, we are introducing and proposing design definition, YAML file to put in the Drupal theme, so the front developer can describe the design implementation. So you already know ADC, you know the Icon API in core, and we are also proposing style utilities, theme and mode, and CSS variable. And our goal is to have them in Drupal core. This is the first job. And the second job is to connect the definition to Drupal. So in two ways, by generating plugin for the existing visual builders, or by proposing our own visual builder called Display Builder. We will talk about that today, but we have some goals for Drupal core 11.4, and we are very close because everything is in review. So let's talk about that a bit later. The freeze is in 1 week, so we need to worry a bit. Let's start with Display Builder. So Display Builder, it's our visual builder. It's a replacement of block layout, layout builder, manage display, soon manage form display, and view display. We will not present it here, but it's the new product. And we are entering a very important moment for Display Builder because we are in mid-beta phase. We moved to beta in January, and now we are every 1 month, sometimes 2 months, we are releasing a beta, and we have finished half of the scope. And we have everything we need because we have finished integration with Drupal display and permanent storage. We have finished business logic and our state, the state we are manipulating. We have finished everything related to the feature set and the configurable UI with profile entities and island plugins. And now what we are doing, we are working on the upper level. Symmetry translation, we will talk about that. UX refinement, it will come soon. And accessibility, it will come also with UX. And of course, we have a lot of little tasks and little bugs to solve. So it's very exciting, and we are doing good progress. For Beta 5, as we told last month, Beta 5 will be a bit special because we will break the storage of the instance entity. So don't worry, instance, there is nothing valuable and permanent inside. It's just a little content entity. We will not break your display. So if you are already using Display Builder in your project, you will just need to be careful to publish your draft before moving to Beta 5. And once you move to Beta 5, you can delete the draft, and the simple drush command is enough. Drush entity delete Display Builder instance. That's all. You will not lose anything valuable, don't worry. So, Christian, you have good news to tell us, no?
I'm not ready now, but I did some very big progress in the translation stuff. Also for config translations as well as for content translation. But there is still some issues I have to fix, but I can show you right now how it will work in future and what's the concept behind the
Okay,
Yeah,
you can
so I
explain.
share my screen. Maybe I can.
Okay.
So can you see my screen?
Yes.
So yes, so my the translation stuff is placed on two sides, content and config. The idea is that we need to support symmetric as well as asymmetric translations, so that the user can decide, do he want to handle the landing pages asynchron or synchron. To do this, we introduced a new field into the field, a new checkbox where you can select synchronized translation. So it's based on the level, on the field level, if the display is synchronized or not. So if it's synchronized, it depends on the source configuration, also on the source schema, if the schema is translatable. So for example, I have here my display, and here I have a lot of attributes, and here I can select the source, and text field, for example, is translatable. So if I change something here, this will be stored separately. If I, for example, add a new component here, this will be done, will affect all translations. So for example, I move this here inside and I publish. I will see the same in the German translation. So, but if I change the label, for example, this is only for the German translation, because as you see, it's only here in German. Maybe I'm too fast. Exactly. So, and the same logic is also done for config translation, but theirs is always synchronized. So for config, there's no way to have completely different configurations which are not synchronized.
Yeah, okay. It's
Mhm.
by design, and it's
It's
what
by
we
design,
expect.
yeah.
So you have one language which is holding the tree of the display and the one of the translation set, and the other language has only the translation.
Yeah,
Okay,
exactly.
so it's symmetric translation.
It's symmetric translation for configuration, and is for content you can choose.
Okay, that's great. That's great. So it's totally included into the Drupal Translation API, and it works with everything in Translation API.
Yeah.
Great. There is something else you want to show us?
No, actually, right now it's not so spectacular. It's just some content translation.
Okay, so I take the screen back. For me, according to me, it's spectacular, because we will see when you will ship the merge request. But I know on the layout builder side and on other visual builder, it's a big task, and it takes a lot of effort and to have symmetric and asymmetric translation. And thanks to you, we will be able to ship something fast and pragmatic. And so the demo is simple, but the result is impressive. Thank you very much. So you work on two different modules. On UI pattern, you add the logic to store the translation as a flat list. That means you are able to keep only one tree for many languages. And then on Display Builder, you are rebuilding the tree. And it works like that. So as you know, when we are playing with Display Builder, we are working in a content entity called instance, which is translatable and using the Drupal translation API. And we store the translation as a flat list. Then every time we are publishing, we are using for that some plugins. One plugin by integration, View Display, Page Layout, Entity View. And we are sending to the Drupal config translation API what the Drupal config, Drupal translation API expect. So a tree which is symmetric for the config and whatever for the content. So it's very pragmatic and very simple, and I hope it will land very soon.
Me too.
You sound tired. Is it a big task?
Yeah, it's more complex than I thought to be true. Yeah, it's a lot of cases,
Yeah.
and yeah.
Yes, it's more complex what we thought, but anyway, I think it's less complex than other solution. So let's talk again about that next mostly.
Mhm.
We are continuing the video series. So if you want to hear more of my voice and me speaking my broken English, we published the third video about Entity View this week, and the fourth video about Entity View Override will come in a few weeks. Just a little word before leaving Display Builder scope. I want you to remember that Display Builder will not ask you to change your component, to change your design implementation for us. Come with your team, come with your SDC, stay focused on your UI logic, don't care about UI Suite and Display Builder, do the best, and us, we will respectfully use what you are providing. And this is very important, and I'm repeating this for the second time, but I think we all need to remember this. So if you want to join us, we have a Slack channel, and also we have some tickets to pick. UI pattern, so Michael or Christian?
Can do it.
Okay, so Michael.
Yeah, you want to advance the slide?
As you want.
Yes, you can.
Okay,
No, it's okay. Okay. You can do it. Go back to
the first slide, yes.
Yeah.
So we have a lot to see today. So first, what we need to do is to adopt the new schema from Drupal. So we will move from the current situation with a specific namespace prefixed by UI patterns to the new namespace unified in Drupal core. Yes, and this is also the opportunity that teams can also reference their own with their own prefix.
So no UI pattern dependency anymore.
Yeah.
And next weekly we will do the demo. And we will do the demo next monthly, sorry. We will do the demo of how it works with Drupal, and also how we convert a team to the new Drupal core mechanism.
So that's good.
Yeah. So this is for no.
No, I think we already talked about it, but we will deal with it again. So we experienced a lot of new users on UI pattern 1, and we also on UI pattern 2, and we expect people to migrate. I have the impression we are in the same tunnel that Drupal went through when people needed to migrate from 7 to 8. So we have the similar situation. UI pattern 2 is great. UI pattern 1 is also great, but UI Pattern 2 is the future and is working with future Drupal version and is the way to go and the only way, let's say, to survive Drupal versions. So we made life easy to upgrade thanks to the hard works of some of us. So we have this specific module UI Patterns Legacy, and we have a Drush command to migrate the majority of the config and stuff we have in Thames. So this is an assisted upgrade. This is not such a big pain, and I know a lot of projects who already did that migration with custom stuff, and it went really well. It was fast, really fast. And I mean a project in the wild, you know, some real one. Okay, so we have this Canvas compatibility problem. So Canvas and UI patterns are for the moment not compatible, and it requires work from both sides. So priority one is to fix a plugin manager, because we both interact with the SDC plugin manager. So we need to be nice with each other. So it means we will be nice with Canva and allow Canva to override the plugin manager as we do. But Canvas has to do the same. This software has to assume he's not the only one who wants to touch the SDC plugin manager, because currently this is the case. Priority two, so the move we are making now to migrate to Drupal core schema. So Canvas would need to do this work too. And so we have other low priority stuff, but let's focus on 1 and 2 now.
Yeah. So
I can do it?
Yeah, I'll do it. Of course, it's your summer.
Yes, so we have focused a lot on Display Builder, and it was needed, required, and it was the new project, let's say the cherry on the cake. But now we need to refocus on UI pattern. So this summer, especially this summer, we will give a lot of love to UI patterns. I will explain how and why. So it's a great success. It's covering new use cases compared to UI Patterns 1. It allows Display Builder to emerge, but unfortunately, it seems we are on a flat. I don't know how to express it in English, but please press. So we need to go further, which means we need to continue our work. We need to continue to penetrate the market and to support more use case. And so to do this, please press. So we need more people, more participants, and also we need to be able to better process the issue queue. So we are currently working on this. And we will keep on adding powerful new features and keeping the code maintainable and to have nice performance. So we have a landscape of constraints. So we have a clear view of what we want to do. And this representation here on the left, we have the current situation. So we already have a small base code, which is only 8,600 lines of code, because if we compare to other solutions like Canvas or stuff like that, you will say the difference is already crazy. But we will still try to improve and drop some parts and reuse what is inside Drupal core and be smart. So, and we have identified 3 cleaning tasks. And we are not teasing them here, but we have 3 things to do this summer to reach an even better base code of approximately 6,000 lines of code. And we are So we focus really on what matters inside UI patterns. So we and the code name here is UI patterns next. So stay tuned, and we will come back with some great stuff.
Great. Oh, Florent, there is something else, no?
Yes. Yes. Go on. Yeah.
Right? You want
Yeah.
to share?
Good. Okay. I think you wanted to do the next slide. It
Oh, yeah.
is just for it is for the demo. Okay.
Yeah.
So we with Drupal 11.3, we got the possibility now to have SDC components used among form elements, and also a possibility to put a form inside the component, and it was rendered properly. But now components could be form API elements. So now we will be able to have in design systems all the components related to forms, text field, text areas, checkboxes, radio buttons, etc., could be declared now as components and be used in form API. So currently, sorry, switch back, please. So currently, a few properties are handled, but it will be improved in the next versions of core and follow-up issues, investigating over form API properties to ensure we will have most and features provided by form API handled in components.
So demo time?
Yes, demo time. So this opens up a new submodule for UI patterns. It will be UI patterns field widgets. Because right now you can use with UI patterns field formatters, you can use components in view modes, but with UI patterns field widget, you will be able to use components in manage form display in the form entity form displays. So to go quick in the demo, I already prepared, for example, for basic page, you're replacing the title text field by a component form control from UI Suite Bootstrap. And here you can see that I can do some mappings, field label, values, etc. And all the props and slots, like any components, are available, variant, etc. And so you can see that, for example, for article, it is the default one native, but for basic page, now it has been replaced by the one from Bootstrap. Of course, there is no Bootstrap styling because the Bootstrap library is not present, but you get the ID.
Okay, that's great.
The ID.
Can you show us the component?
Yes, of course. And now the components, for example, it can be among any the other components declared like that. So you can see it is still a POC in merge request on US Bootstrap to iterate on those different components and to ensure we can have we can be feature complete regarding the design system itself and also form API. So the component declaration and the tweak templates, of course, kind of complicated, but it is because this part depends on your design system, of course, and of course the component will to have stories, etc. Here also I prepared some tests. So with classic form elements, testing the Bootstrap rendering, but now I also prepared the test with really using this form element component as a standard form element. Yes, let's see, test. Other stuff, and if I submit my form, the data is saved. Here, please ignore the side effect on the main on Drupal 12. The side effect of rendering some empty regions and displaying messages there. There are some, it is not related to that, it is some core issues. Please ignore these side effects. And also with entity field API, demo monthly. Please, yes, thank you. No demo effect. You can see that I was able to submit my value to the form element that use the component and it is properly used. So of course, stuff like checkboxes, checkbox, radios, radio, plural, singular, etc. will be more complex, but the POC is in progress. It was initially started last year during Drupal Dev Days Louvain. And now that the core issue has been merged, we can rebase all that and start to clean and provide more definitive components. And
That's very cool. That's very cool.
Yeah, that's it for my demo.
Yes. So and also you can use any ADC component into your entity form display. That means you can mix free widget and free formatter in a way in the same.
Exactly, because that way, for example, if you use if you have the habit of using, for example, field group to structure the layout of your managed form display. Now with the possibility to use components, you can also use cards, etc., details, accordions, also in your managed form display to structure the grid, multiple columns, etc., directly into your managed form display configuration, of course. So, for example, soon no more needed field group module. I loved it, but if it can be replaced by something more generic, the better.
Okay, I just check if I'm still sharing.
Yes.
You see my screen? Okay.
Yes.
Thank you very much, Florent. I think we will follow this the next monthly because there is some stuff to do in core. And I guess it will be one of the big change of the Drupal 12 lifecycle when we will move more and more part of the form API to SDC, and we will make the forms more friendly for the front developers and under the control of the design instead of being under the control of the application. So it's great. And also, it will
sorry, you are not in full screen. You're sharing.
Not in full screen. Sorry. Yeah, there is a bug. There is a bug. Thank you. Everybody can see my tabs.
Perfect.
Okay. And also, it's not totally related because we can do, it's a bit orthogonal, but it will be the opportunity of adding a sub-module on Display Builder to manage entity form display. So the sky is the limit. It will be great. Icon API and UI icon. Let's go fast. There was one release, and we are adding a little feature, and we fixed stuff. So thanks to Jean. He's not here now, but thanks to him. And also form element in core. So now we are talking. We have only 1 week left to push our proposal to core for 11.4 and Drupal 12. And we have 4 issues, and they are all in review. So we will talk a bit more in 10 minutes with Florent, but don't hesitate to come to the issue and to help the review and to help us to move to RTBC as soon as possible. Because in 1 week, the 15th of May, it's over. So when we will, at the end of the monthly, I will send the leaks to the Slack channels, okay? So Florent,
Yes.
you want to present or you just tell me next?
No, keep the screen share.
Okay.
Okay, so about those core issues, I would say, I want to say just maybe still the same because we are talking about that for 6 months now or more than that. Can you go on the next slide? Yeah. So first we have an issue about the integrating the design token API. What are design tokens? It is some very indivisible pieces of design systems. But more than that, the idea of design tokens is to have something that is platform agnostic and potentially not related to web also. So this is it can be a bridge between multiple technologies. Go on, please. So what we want to do is, of course, as we are design system driven and we rely on our themes to bring the design system implementation, we will put in a theme a new YAML format to declare design tokens to Drupal so that Drupal will be able to handle it. Go on. I'll go quick. Yeah. Okay. Okay. For that, I will take the hand on that.
The control?
Yes, 1 moment, please. I reopen the
Yeah,
slide.
sorry.
Okay. Control, screen share. Let's go. Okay. Okay. So new YAML format. Let's go. So I go quick because I think I already discussed that for the previous months, and also there have been multiple presentations about that. So we are in design tokens. We have some kind of simple, what we call simple types. Simple not because they are potentially simple, but because they are the most individual pieces of declaration. For example, here font family, but color can be way more complex because there are multiple ways to declare colors, either hexadecimal declaration, RGB, etc., and potentially over declarations. So simple, but not so simple for some. And we have composite types because they are composed of over simple tokens as properties. Here we have a typography, which is composed of a font family, a dimension, a number, another dimension, another number types. Design tokens, that's cool, but on the web, for a website, we want CSS variables to be used to alter the rendering. The main and most important separation between design tokens and CSS variables is that design tokens is something that is constructed and resolved at build time. For example, when compiling SAS variables, etc. Whereas CSS variables, it is in the browser, it is for runtime stuff. So what we propose is to introduce a new plugin manager that will be able to parse the tokens declarations so that we can provide some Drupal plugins, and then those Drupal plugins can be converted, I would say, overridden as config entities in Drupal. Why? Because that way Drupal we can configure in Drupal the overridden values, but also most importantly, design tokens, as it is an agnostic platform technology, they don't have the notion of scopes. Scopes is the targeting, the CSS selector, if you want, to be able to specify a values for specific elements if needed. So, but design tokens do not have the notion of scope, while on web we have this. And so by using a config entity, we can have some Drupalism, not necessarily Drupalism, but we can add a layer of web specificity to the design tokens. And then we can convert this Drupal entity as CSS and CSS variables to override the rendering. Now, Style API. The Style API, it is, of course, from the idea is from UI styles, but it goes beyond that. One of the core, not requirements, but I say feature requests around that is to be able to track down the where CSS classes are used, to be able to also to split into smaller pieces some big libraries that are in core and added on all pages. With Style API, we will be able to more granularly, fine-grained apply CSS classes, but more than that. So what we propose in core is to have a new plugin, as always, so plugins as a YAML declaration. We have a classic metadata of the plugins. Then we can declare some styles, these style options, and how it can be applied. And then, like the icon API, we will be able to say this, when using this style, there is this asset library attached to that, so it can be attached automatically. Some properties, like target attribute status, could be overridden by option if needed, if the design system works like that. Currently, I don't dive into the possible values of type, target, status, etc. This will be into incoming documentation when the core issue will be merged. So how to use it as, for example, on. Sorry. No, that's not how to use it. But also what we propose in core, it is to provide a standard form element directly in the same issue. So we can have type styles to, even if core will not use it, to have at least a common base for the ecosystem of country modules when they will want to provide configuration forms to be able to select the styles they want. Of course, for example, simple form element compared from what we have in UI styles, but for example, in UI styles 2, we will be able to override that with our improved widgets, etc. So, how to apply that? For front-end developers, what we propose is to introduce a new add style method on the attributes object. That way, in your Twig template, you can replace, for example, an add class and an attached library into one call. For backend developers, into renderable array, you can go from this kind of usage into directly using hashtag styles property, into your renderable array. and the styles will automatically be applied to the elements, and you no more have to care if your styles is a CSS class, an attribute, something else, if there is a library to attach or not, etc., etc. It will be automatic. So no more need to know, how the style is applied. And also, when rendering the styles, there is a check that the style plugin itself or the option are deprecated or not. That way, currently, there is it is only a log when rendering the style, deprecated style. But we could imagine some country modules that will be some kind of, I don't know, not necessarily a dashboard, but some scanning of all the usage into content and config of potentially and or code also potential usage of deprecated styles before it is rendered. Option, and also that way we avoid accumulating incompatible CSS classes on the same form element because of the logic of orthogonality in styles. You among the style options, you can only choose one for one style. Between those two APIs, what is the difference? Styles, you apply it anywhere, everywhere, while the token, you override by scope. The core issues, currently a little bit of activity of preview on the style utility API, but please push it. We want RTBC for both. Also, for example, we have some proposition, but on the design tokens part, we had some discussion about proposal to extract the design token parsing logic into a PHP library. But that is a POC and that has not been pushed on the merge request, on the core merge request. But if some kind of POC like that needs to happen, please push it, etc. in maybe over merge requests. But we need to push that forward. Okay, public themes. That's also my part. So I continue. A small bug fix release for UI Suite Bootstrap. Mainly because of breaking change introduced into UI examples too. And that's it. And I pass the end.
Okay, I will talk a bit about AI. Thank you very much, Florent. Yes, I know it was a big part, but it was very, very useful. And I just want to go back here. We need you. There is 15 people in this meeting. If one or two of you go to the issue, help the review, help to go to RTBC, we will have a chance to ship this before the freeze, the 15th of May. So this week is the most important week of the year for UI Suite and for Drupal theming. So UI Suite AI, we talk about that at Christmas because we start to throw some ideas, mostly with Rajab. And now we will accelerate. When we talk about AI, there is many things we can do. And we will focus on display building for now. Component authoring can be done at the Drupal core level, and then we will improve our own tool set, but it's very internal. So let's talk about generating display from a prompt. It's not work in progress, it's talk in progress. We are talking and we want to address both the UI logic, the design logic, and the business logic. So what business? The display building business. So we need to add information in two different places. For the UI logic, we need to add AI-friendly information in Drupal theme. UI Suite Bootstrap, UI Suite UI, UI Suite Material, everything. For the display building logic, we need to add information in module. So which module we don't know yet, how we don't know yet, but we want to do it the Drupal way. So we will also add plugins from the Drupal AI project. So important, two different logic, two different places, and two different strategies. Now we have explored the robot strategy when we are using the Playwright MCP, and the AI is acting like a human, connecting to Drupal, browsing the admin pages, interacting with Display Builder UI. It's heavy, but we know it's like a state of the art today in the AI community. So we are exploring this way. There is another strategy we want to explore. It's just to connect prompt to our API, because our API is very simple, because all the display for any design, any Drupal integration, any context, it's built on only 6 public methods. Only 6. So 7, because I forgot delete. So sorry, 7 public methods. So how can we make an AI manipulate this? So if someone say, I want to build a wall of cards, the AI can execute directly the public method. So next monthly, Rajab from Vardot will do a demo. It will be based on the robot strategy, and it will be great. Rajab.
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much. I hope I was right in my slides.
Yes,
I'm
yes.
very excited. I'm looking forward for next month. It will be great. Community events. Michael, you want to tell us, or I continue?
Yes, I can do
Okay,
that.
nice.
But let's be quick because it's already 1 hour.
Yeah, let's be very quick, like 2 or 3 minutes.
Mhm. So as you know, the UI Suite team is really active, especially during events. So Pierre and Florent had 2 talks at the Drupal Camp Grenoble in France. So it were like a French presentation. Oh no, Florent was in English. So Pierre once again presented Display Builder, the famous presentation, and Florent talked about the style and token API. Then Dev Days, again, Pierre, Florent, and with some addition with Christian, they were at the Athens for the Drupal Dev Days, and Pierre was the only one to do a presentation. So same presentation, Display Builder. It's great. It has been put on YouTube yesterday, I guess, Pierre.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
go watch it.
I watched it. It's the best. It's the best one you did, Pierre. It was really great.
Thank you.
So yes.
So let's explode the counter, okay?
It should be a keynote next time.
Next time keynote.
And so that's it for the previous previous events. And next one, there are 3 listed here. So DrupalCon Rotterdam, so the main one of the year for Europe, and small event, one in Italy, in Bologna, a Drupal camp, and then in Madrid in November. So October in Italy, November in Spain. I don't know if I won't be able to go to. I live in Italy, but I won't be able to go to Bologna. So I don't know. Maybe Pierre, you still want to?
I'm planning to go. Yeah.
Okay. So we have friends here, good friends, and then Spain. I guess you will go too.
Yeah, oh yeah, yeah. It's my country a bit, you know.
So tell me if you want to submit a talk for Italy, I can send it directly to the guys.
Oh.
Okay,
Thank you very much. I will go the normal way. Thank you.
as you want, I can help you. And okay, still our channel, Slack channel is still growing, so that's great.
Okay, so that's all. Yeah, it was a big meeting today. We have maybe 5 minutes for the chit chat and the question.
Yes.
Nobody? Everybody's tired now. Rajab.
Yeah, it's only about the component, the form mapping. Do we need the Drupal team, the Drupal core team? Do they need to create components in Gem or Claro for that to be able to use them, or we only keep that for the front end? For example, if we do have an editor, content editor, they will be able to use it. Not only for the core or the administration team.
Okay, so today team are not able to create form element, I think. No, it's a plugin which has no discovery in team. It's a plugin which is only in PHP classes in module. So today there is no possibility for any team, front or admin, to declare form element. So SDC will be the only way for them to do it. If they want to do it starting now, it will be by SDC. However, what we commit to core last week is still very simple. We are only managing the value, so from the state. So you see the value is loaded, it's submitted. We are managing the required property, and we are, and I think that's all. So there is some features of the Form API related to accessibility, for example, which are not managed in what we commit to core. And I guess Gene and Claro and everything will prefer to wait those features to land before going the SDC way. Okay, so I think I answered your question. That's all. Because it was a very full. I started. It will be half an hour, but maybe it will be a bit more because we have demo, and finally it was 1 full hour. So
Pierre, Steve is trying to ask a question, but we can't hear you, Steve. Maybe you can write it down.
So Mark, don't worry if you are not able to help in the issue queue. If you coming to the meeting, it's already great for us. So Steve, you want to write your question down?
He's in the process, I guess.
So in the meantime, just a side note, maybe we can stop speaking about Claro engine and just target the new default admin field.
Yeah, but I think when Rajab was talking about Gene, he was talking about that. But we answered already the question, Flor. Yeah. Yes, Steve, you asked, can we already pass from beta 4 to dev? I know it's very tempting because beta 4 was more than 1 month ago. Yes, you can, but you have to know the commit which will break your instance is the next commit to come to the dev branch. So now you can go to dev. Today, right now, you'll be safe. But the next time you will pull, you need to save your draft because your draft may be lost.
Maybe we can plan the
Yeah.
next date for the 36 monthly meeting. So I want to propose the June 11, if it's okay for you.
It sounds great. There is no holidays in Europe or US.
No.
Okay, so it's a deal.
Not that I know. Invite sent. Okay, so thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank
See you
you.
soon.
Yeah,
Bye.
bye-bye.
Bye bye.